part of the message here is to high school students, look, there are multiple paths that you can choose. It's a choose your own adventure. The bottom line, though, is it's really not going to be enough in this economy to just graduate high school. You're going to have to do something beyond that. It doesn't have to be 4 years of college or a graduate degree, but you got to be looking for some opportunities post-high school. And that seems to be the gap that we're facing, right? There's not enough kids after high school are saying, okay, what's next?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. And I think part of the vision of Career Connect Washington is to help students start exploring early on what they might be interested in. So to think about what they like to do in their free time, what gets them excited.
This can start all the way back in elementary school, just by exposing kids to career day or any number of sort of just getting them to start thinking this way, and certainly can accelerate in middle and high school.
Exactly. So the idea is getting some of that exploration going in elementary, middle school can lead students to think, well, I'd love to do an internship as, in a hospital, for example, either nursing or hospital administration or whatever it might be. And then they can decide, well, I really like that. I want to do more of that. Or I didn't like that at all. I want to do something else. And for them to have the opportunity to do that exploration and start to figure out what path they do want to pursue. And CCW is also meant to help create some of those pathways so that students can do that exploration, get some further hands-on experience with an internship or a career and technical education, and then move into a career launch experience, which is paid work-based learning coupled with relevant academic classroom experience. So they're going through a progression of this exploration, preparation, launch into whatever credential pathway it is that aligns with their career aspirations, which they've done all this work to explore and determine.
So Brian, we could view this on the one hand as though Washington, through this public-private partnership, Career Connect Washington, through the Business Roundtable and Partnership for Learning, that there is an effort underway, and we're going to be talking in the second half with the Chehalis School District about what they've been doing for a decade now, that there's a real acknowledgement in the state and an effort to try to connect our K-12 youth to the future career opportunities. On the other hand, the report shows that there's quite a gap.
There is.
So it's a good news, bad news. How would you frame this or start to think about this, especially for policymakers who may be thinking, what's next? What does the next decade or 5 years look like for this Career Connect Washington program?
Right. Well, you said something that was very important, which is that to get a living wage career, the chances of achieving that with only a high school diploma is becoming less and less possible.
You can get a job.
You can get a job.
But is it going to be a job that's going to help you
secure
a future?
We would want to make sure that our K-12 schools see their role in preparing students for post-secondary. And so in terms of some policy initiatives that we have, and we reference this in the report, is that high school graduation requirements should be aligned to preparing all high school graduates to launch into and seamlessly transition into a post-secondary education and/or training environment.
You can check out the rest of the show by clicking on the link below or by watching Inside Olympia Thursday evenings at 7 and 10.